Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
The Zai ult between the Azir shuffle away, between Karma hitting that empowered E.
Moving in force towards the top side of the map with Mirwin using that lane control to come to chunk out the Jace.
Targamas will be here, but I don't know whether two people will survive this dive all that well against four. Movistar Koi here with a lot of members. Here comes the dive. It'll be Alvaro going forward to the grand entrance, and immediately down into the bailout goes Targamas. Renata cannot save her business this time around.
Sadly, Zornite can't help. It's going from Super. I don't think Khalees is particularly unhappy with that.
Movistar Koi with an early lead, Movistar Koi with an early play, which we wanted to see from this draft, but also bluntly after last game, because they really struggled to get anything rolling. This feels a little bit more like the Movistar Koi we've come to know over the last few weeks here in the LEC. LEC will claim the Grubs as well, so they'll trade in those objectives to boot. Grubs, not Grubs, some Raptors, I apologize, but he's going to be spotted out doing this, and Jojo's coming on a roam, going to try and force out a flash or perhaps an ult. The cycle comes on down, shuffle back towards his team. Elioya will hop forwards. Flash for a Dragon's Rage, and now Vladdy's in danger too. Trying to run away. The shield from Targamas might be enough to turn around. Arcane here to stay.
One can really help just with that micro slow. Okay, so Dragon not started from Movistar Koi. They go towards the Grubs instead. And as we said before, you know, you have a lot of poke. Your siege is pretty good with the Karma if you start grouping up later. To get themselves that first Grub, at least not the best securer of these. Gets one, won't be able to rush down the other two before Karmine Corp stick their heads in and wonder if they have something to play around here.
Mirwin is here. So is Targamas and Yike though. It looks like Movistar Koi say, look, that's the end of that one. Mirwin will try for the Q steal. Won't quite find it with the Soul Flare and will back away.
Oh, he's got a second one. There's no smite just this time. Does he have the ult? Nah, he needs to collect a wave. Okay, 4-2 on the Grubs. So it's not going to be the Malignance this time. Mirwin, in fact, goes back and buys that right now. And he will be a little bit harder to remove as Karmine Corp start up that Dragon. They were contesting those Grubs. A little bit of a late setup to this. Don't have the Ren stacks in there just yet.
Don't. They're going to start stacking them in now, though. Keep going on forwards. Yikes there as well. I don't think Movistar Koi will be able to contest that. So 2 Grubs and a Dragon is Khalees all from that set of objectives. I'll put it back to lane.
Herald has spawned. Jojo teleported out, as you said, and he's now full HP. So that chunk earlier, just decorative, really. Movistar Koi will get themselves onto this objective. And Karmine Corp, once again, choosing not to fight. I think they'd rather fight in the Dragon in 1 minute. If they don't fight that, then I think there's an issue. Because I don't really think you want to give Movistar Koi the ability to get to 2 items on the Zaya and the lead.
And Super are starting up the Dragon. Karmine Corp still trying to find a way on in here. They just don't have the control, though. It'll be very tricky to force it. Targamas flash for a handshake. Jojo dies! Flash after the Emperor's survival, not keep him alive. And now Elioya and the rest of Mkoi forced to run away. Mirwin on the side looking for the Soul Flare. Gets it onto Vladdy, but it doesn't lead to that much damage. There's enough shields around with the Siphon powered. Onto the Dragon we go, and the Ren stack's just not on in. Fate's Call used. Hostile takeover, and Alvaro running away with the quickness, but he's just not quick enough. Just about survives now. Elioya into the backline, tries to get onto Vlad, who's fallen down into a bailout, gets more back to life as he flashes on in with a Hex Tech Ray renamed after his rework, and Mirwin has some spears pulled out of him. It's an awful acupuncture session, and Karmine Corp come alive in this game.
Karmine Corp clutch it out. Targamas taking away Jojo at the start of the
a few teams. Even just earlier today, we saw a bit of a fumble. Ghostplay just popped by Canna, looking to get onto Mirwin. The Karma, not the easiest to lock down, will be thrown back with a thundering blow on the Jace. Gets handshook as well, and Mirwin, that's just too far.
Thinks he's safe pushing up the lane, and he's not. The Ghostblade movement speed from Kana making the difference, allows him to punt him back. They take a turret, they take the Atakan, and once again, Karmine Corp more clean in the run-up to these objectives in the last couple we've seen. Now they have themselves a great situation. Again, last game, they had the Atakan into the Soul. This game, of course, the last time we saw them, just kind of pops that Ghostblade, always a little bit scary when you hear that screech. What's he looking to do? Not that much right now.
On to Alvaro, who's got enough for sure. Looks for the quickness into the backline, but Fate's Call denies the pick onto Targamas. Juice chunk onto Yike nonetheless, and Berserk, courtesy of a hostile takeover. This business plan is pretty damn nasty from Karmine Corp. They pull away, they get the kill onto Super, who had flash, had ult, could use neither.
Oh, Super just can't quite get himself that fight. First fight for this Dragon. Last time, Jojo gets caught out. This time it's Super. It's a great combo coming through, though, from Khalees and Targamas to finish it off. They will get themselves, once again, a very early Dragon Soul. The objective control from Karmine Corp has been great in both of these games. Vladdy and Canna both going to be able to get back out onto the map if that poke war is lost a little bit. Of course, the same can be said of Movistar Koi. trying to starve up a Vision. Vision, that's a really good arcane
Alpha
storm.
goes into the back line, doesn't really get all that much done with the quickness. It's just a quick trip to the grave. He's down. Super goes up into the air for the Feather Storm. Just doesn't matter that much. Has to flash away. Does stay alive at least this time. Yike also up and about, did not fall down despite the HP bar. And Karmine Corp head on over. I think they might start this one up. Are they just going to pick up the wards?
Yike is very low HP. He can tank up a little bit with the clone. Do a Movistar Corp know this is happening, and can they do anything about it? They're teleporting in.
Meowin's going to get a Defiance to the heal, but no counter flashes out on the end of that tether. So Meowin shields himself and backs away. Targamas still low. They know it's happening now, courtesy of Foresight Alteration. Vladdy on a flank will be spotted out. Over the back end of this, can look for his deal, but it's still into a Callista Rend. Goes and steals it! He steals the Baron! Again! Karmine Corp fail a Rend Smite combo. It happened the other day. They pick up a kill afterwards. Movistar Corp get out like bandits!
Oh, a steal out of...
And again, I echo what Hysterics and Dagda said there, and is actually, maybe we have to hold that. Meowin's been engaged on the cycling, comes down. It's still a very tanky Karma. In goes Alvaro, though, with the quickness, and Yike's in danger. Goes berserk, courtesy of the hostile takeover, stays alive for a second or two. Yike, burning, but alive. Super, into the air, got the feather pull onto Callista, who still survives. The Arcane Storm
Go to 3 games are going to have to outplay a difficult scenario. Yike!
Oh, they've got it onto Jojo! He can't hit the arm guard. He's taken out Super, trying to hit him. Massive 3-man knockup. The Berserk, the hostile takeover, lives up to its namesake. An Arcane Storm. It's a Category 5 disaster. Karmine Corp wipe Movistar Corp off the rift. They're going to 2-0 the series.
Inclement weather comes in from the mid laner of Karmine Corp, and Movistar Corp cannot outplay the late game.
That Baron steal gave you a moment of hope. They had control over the river. It felt like their time, and an engage come through, and Movistar Corp blink and you miss them. Their health bars are all gone. The game is gone. It's just a weekend of 2-0s, and Karmine Corp reap the rewards. They are going on to the upper bracket.
Besides a Baron steal, it really felt like it was all blue here today.